Guess what? I'm in a Volvo. Well, they didn't give me a brand new truck. I guess I didn't look that trustful, but this is a used one. How many miles does it have? Okay, it has 614,000 kilometers. You know, I wouldn't take this one because this is 2010, so it still has EGR. You know, but that's the reason I came to try this one, is because it has I-shift. Basically reverse, neutral, drive, and then manual, and it's real easy to use. Like, I like the steering wheel. The steering wheel is very comfortable, and you can adjust it, you see, like really high. I like that. Of course, the driver information center is great. Like, I don't have that on my truck. And you adjust the steering wheel using that pedal over here. I like these handles inside, so outside on the truck there's nothing, you know. You don't see, everything is very aerodynamic, you know. They hide everything. Like, I like this idea. It's simple, but other people don't use it. The seats are great, you know. I like this, like the design, but of course I know that on old trucks this starts, you know, shaking, and but nice steering wheel, nice seat, you know. The sleeper, this is a mid-roof sleeper, but you see there's no step, like what I had the trouble in the Mac. Over here, it's much higher than my head, even here, where I'm standing in the next to the seat, right? So it's all full-size sleeper, whole bunch of cabinets here. You know, this is smaller bunk on top. This is pretty wide, yeah, just like what I saw in the 9900. So big windows. And this one has air conditioning here. See, automatic climate control. You can choose your temperature in there. Yeah, no, of course. I mean, oh, jeez, see, I'm hitting my head here. So you cannot sit on the lower bunk if the upper bunk is down, because you'll be hitting your head. But I know what I like about Volvo sleepers. Oh, big speakers here. What I like about Volvo sleepers is that you can put a table in here, folding table. Yeah, noise level.
That'll work?
Yeah.
I'll try not to talk too much then.
No. It's on the opposite. It's interesting. But yeah, what I was just talking to my camera, I said what I like in Volvo, of course, it's the seating posture and the steering wheel. It's really great. Like the way, you know, the thickness.
Yep.
And they just come up with some. They probably do lots of testing to come up with, like, and no other truck. No, I think there was maybe another truck where I can, you know, lift it up so high. Because I like this part to be next, like the same height as my chin.
Yep.
I don't want to see the hood. And right now, actually, I tried this Lone Star.
Yep.
And something was wrong with the seat. I think it had the memory. I was putting it down, it was lifting me. So I was driving like this. And I said, I cannot see anything, you know, like, no, I mean, the hood was in my face, you know, it would lift me always. I said, I'm putting it down, automatically it goes up. And the guy just didn't know how to adjust it.
No kidding.
No,
where was that you went, which international dealer did you go to?
In Kitchener.
Okay.
Yeah, I go there, you know, with my, get my trucks fixed, so they know them over there.
And whereabouts are you originally from? You're from Europe too, right?
Yeah, from Russia.
Okay. I just went over to Europe in the last fall, and a friend of mine, because I'm from Holland originally, well, my background is from Holland.
Okay.
So I went to a...
I can see everything. Yeah, I like the mirrors are pretty big. They're much bigger than on my international.
So I went to a wedding in Holland there for a relative of ours, and he had an older Volvo. And he runs heavy logs and stuff out of the bush.
Right.
And he has one of the early I-shifts, because in Europe we can go out that way too as well.
Right.
Yep.
So basically they started using these I-shift transmissions first in Europe, right?
In Europe in 2001 already.
And then basically from Europe they brought it here.
Yep, it came here, I believe, I think they went into production here in 2008.
Yeah, my first truck was, as I was saying, it was in I joined Challenger in 2005.
Yep.
They hired me right, no experience, right from a driver school. And it was in 1999, I think. Volvo pretty much, it had like 700,000 kilometers, but the same type, only had a high roof.
Yep.
I still have a picture somewhere. It was a nice truck. And then I got this. I said I want a brand new truck, so they gave me a Columbia.
Yep.
And probably a whole month I spent in a shop because it had the air suspension. And the front was sitting like this.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's like it's air suspension on the front.
Yep.
Which is not that typical, right? But the way they spec them, so they gave me a brand new truck only after like 6 months with the company, but I had a lot of trouble with it.
Yeah, we saw a few now with well, actually a fair bit with front air suspension.
I don't want to go there. I don't want to because it's a pretty heavy truck. I go there and then you start killing the asphalt there.
Yeah, yeah, and then everyone complains. So you've been, what year did you say you started driving in?
Yeah, 05.
Okay.
Yeah, so I drove for them for 2 years, and I got my own truck, this 07, 64,000. So it was almost like new,
Yeah.
And then I went to McKinnon because they paid better to owner-operators. And then they went bankrupt.
Yeah.
But just before that, they let me go, and I found this American company, Landstar. So I do the same thing, like cross-border.
Yep.
So just that I cannot do loads inside US. So and we don't have any dispatch. That's what I like. Like we have our internal load board.
Okay.
And I just find loads I like. I can even negotiate the price.
Yeah.
So now I found a load, but the problem is this is a US company, and they don't have too many loads from Canada. So for example, now I'm looking, and I found the best load I found is from Wisconsin to Quebec. So I booked that one. We got this one, right?
Yep.
So I found this load from Wisconsin. I have to be in Wisconsin Monday. And it's like 600 miles.
Yeah.
Empty. And I still wasn't able to find anything from here to Wisconsin. But that load pays pretty well. So it's even if I go empty, it's the same thing as getting 2 loads.
Yeah.
So I pick up some agricultural equipment there from a plant. And then there's like 3 or 4.
From Wisconsin?
Yeah.
From Racine. Is it from Racine?
No, it's from Pound. The town is called like Pound, like a unit of measure.
Okay. Yeah,
And there's a plant there. I did this run before. They give you all this agricultural kind of like equipment trailers. Those little, what do you call it? Like a tractor pulls it on the field.
Yeah.
Those various.
Yeah.
Like they make like haymakers and whatever,
And that was in Wisconsin as well?
Yeah, it's the same plant. So I pick up this whole stuff. It's like 3 or 4 stops, and then I do like 2 or 3 stops in Ontario, and then the last 2 or 3 stops are in Quebec. So I'm gonna end up near Quebec City.
Okay.
Yeah, but it pays pretty good. It's like I think it's like $4,500 for 1,000 miles.
But how it downshifts and revs up and everything all on
Yeah,
its
I took
own.
my foot off the pedal, and it does it by itself.
So now you can set that all as well, right? So
What do you mean?
It has. So you know how your Jake brake probably has 3 settings now,
Yeah,
1,
yeah.
2, and 3. So this one's got 4. So first you have an auto setting. So when you have it on auto, that means when you take your foot off the throttle and hit the brakes, it's going to do 50% engine brake and 50% brakes to your brakes. And then, or you can do it your normal 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So now it's on 3.
But it doesn't use the exhaust brake.
So
it does.
So that's off, and then that's auto. So that'll be 50% brakes and 50% engine brake.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We can go right too if you want. That's fine.
But it's the same. I think it's the same. Probably same distance, right?
Yeah, but we can take another little detour kind of around.
That's the new Coronado.
Yep.
Yeah, they stopped making the classic. And also that does cross here.
Yeah, there is once in a while, eh?
Yeah, check it. Be careful.
This guy here who lives here works at the Freightliner dealership in Kitchener, I think.
Oh yeah?
This once in a while he brings new trucks home and parks them in front of his house.
Well, you guys do like deliveries too? That's what they're doing?
I think he just kind of does it for show so people can see the trucks, but...
Oh, because there's so much traffic here.
Yeah.
You know, I went to visit a friend in Chicago, Illinois.
Yep.
She was an agent for Landstar, and now she has her own company. And basically, she just registered, MC number, all these authorities. And she asked me to look at a truck she wanted to buy. It's I think it was 2009 Volvo, but looked much better than this one. Yeah, kind of like new outside. Frame is all black, no rust. And I called this guy Mark that has Volvo, and he said, "Oh, stay away from 2009. It's CGR." So I told this girl about this, and she says, "That's what everybody's telling her. Like, her friends, because I'm Russian, she's Russian too, but she says in Chicago there's a lot of Russian drivers. Yeah. Half of them are illegal. They go there to school.
Yeah.
Let's say from any country, and the way they just apply, in the world, they apply for a student visa. Yeah. And then they just stay there. Huh. But when you're a student, you get your social insurance number, your license, so then you can basically just forget about it and start living. You can buy a truck, and half of them. I asked her, and she says, "Yeah, illegal." I said, "What do you mean illegal? If they're illegal, how can they work? How can they have a license and stuff like that?" And she says, "Well, because they were students here. Most of them, they come on student visa." That's the new way. That's the new way of the immigration crime in the U.S.
If you want to keep going for a bit, like we can go, we can go right here if you want.
No, it's okay. Let's just, I drove this for 2 years. It was pretty similar.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think, if I were to go, I would definitely go for a brand new one.
Yeah.
But this...
We'll go left here then.
Okay, so this girl says that, everybody should talk to her Russian friends. And of course, this is the favorite truck of all Russian and Polish drivers.
Yeah.
Like in Chicago, if you see a Volvo, it's either a Polish guy or Russian.
Yeah.
And she talked to them, and everybody says, "Yeah, stay away from 2009." And she says, "How come everybody's driving Volvo?" And she bought the truck. When I left, she was just waiting for financing to be approved. But that's the thing. She says everybody says stay away, but they all drive Volvos. So I said, yeah. But yeah, of course they're nice to drive. That's what like this guy Mark, my friend, he says it's just as expensive to maintain them. That's why I asked you about the labor rate.
Yeah, I don't even know what our labor rate is, to be honest.
International is 112 in Kitchener.
Okay.
Mac in Cambridge is 110.
Yep.
Because I was trying to compare. I know Western Star probably like 110, but I'm pretty sure that you guys are expensive. Well, we should.
We'll ask them.
Let's go and ask. Now, this time, next someone asks you this question, you'll know.
And I'll know. You know what? Every time I do something with somebody, I learn something different too, right?
Well, because for me as a driver, it's important because let's say I go to fix something, and it's, let's say 3 hours. If you charge 140 and someone charges 110, that's already 120 bucks.
Yeah.
In 3 hours. I know I once went to, I was in Alberta, and I went to Peterbilt there. And those guys, I said, "How much is their labor?" And he said, 140. And we have 2 weeks waiting time.
No kidding.
Jesus, those guys there, that's where you have to go. Those guys there, their rate, of course, and their prices are high. Even though their taxes are lower, but everything is more expensive, like liquor, booze,
Oh yeah.
The only exception is gas. I like going there in my truck sometimes in the summer because it's like $1 per liter.
No kidding.
Wait a second. No, not dollar. No, last time it was $1.05. Yeah, $1.05, $1.07. So it's because they use their own oil.
Yeah, makes sense, right?
Yeah, we don't do it here. Here it's all imported from Canada, from US.
It's so weird, eh?
And notice how the farther you go from US, in Ontario, the more expensive fuel becomes.
Yep.
Because they bring it in tankers. But yeah, it definitely drives pretty good. You know, I like this automatic.
And that, you know what? When I decided I wanted to start selling trucks, and I was trying to figure out who I wanted to sell for, but to me, like I talked to so many different truck drivers, and they all said that, you know, the Volvo was one of the best on fuel, and they said the Volvo is so quiet, and to some guys too, like Volvo's so big on safety, right? Like even with the airbag, right? No other truck has an airbag in it.
Oh, really? We don't? Like, oh yeah, my International doesn't have it.
Yeah, Volvo's the only company in the world that has airbags. And they're the only company that the body of the truck, it's not aluminum, it's a high strength steel. So if you roll the truck over, then you're probably going to be fine in a Volvo. But the aluminum one's just crushed like a pop can, right?
Well, but then it adds weight. You know the only other truck that uses steel, you know which one?
I don't.
Western Star. Freightliner uses aluminum.
Yeah.
Western Star uses steel. I asked them about this. I said, why you guys? And they say because they want to offer a premium truck.
Yeah.
And
because I think we're only like 160 pounds difference from aluminum cab because it's so thin.
But also they said that the Western Star, they said for one time they started offering aluminum.
Yeah.
And they did some testing, and they said the engineers didn't like it, and they went back to steel. So now they assemble at the same plant in somewhere in Oregon, right?
Yeah.
Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
But Freightliner comes with aluminum cab, and Western Star comes with a steel. I think it's the only other truck, like besides Volvo, that.
Yeah.
And they say it's because it's safer and it's much more kind of durable.
Yep. Yep.
So.
Yeah, well, if you just go onto YouTube and stuff like that and watch the crash tests that they do on the Volvos and stuff, like it's crazy. They'll take like two different trucks and they'll put like a metal beam and they'll swing it from a cable to hit the truck. And
What is this one?
there's probably a fuse in there.
Oh, okay. I didn't break it there.
I don't think so. Oh, it should clip in it.
What is this thing?
This,
Oh, it's all kinds of gizmos here.
that is a button, but I don't know what it's for. It's probably something to do with servicing it. This is economy / performance. So if you put that in performance,
And how do you know? It'll tell you on the screen?
yeah, it'll tell you on the screen. But it's going to so it's like you're in a really
Kind of like
rush.
high torque, low rush.
And it's gonna shift way faster too.
Oh,
but
really?
then again, once you start doing that, then you're throwing your fuel mileage out the window too, right? So I tell guys just always leave it in economy and only put it in manual if you're stuck.
In performance.
Always leave it in economy. You're gonna get way better fuel mileage.
Okay. All right.
And this button here is just to kind of fold it straight, kind of out of your way if you're walking in there.
Oh, that's what it does. Okay, so this is basically. Oh, but I mean, if I do it like this, do I change anything here? Oh no, it only goes back to neutral, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it's not. Yeah, it's staying in neutral. It just kind of folds it out of the way if you're getting in and out of it. So.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it was a interesting experience. Yeah, it definitely makes your life easier. Now the one I just test drove was of course a used truck, right? But now here they have a whole bunch of brand new ones. So they're all equipped with D13. Most of them, actually I think all of them have I-shift. And I just wanted to show you guys a couple of innovations that I didn't see before on Volvo trucks. Like for example, now they have this aerodynamic bumper. Like see this skirt. Before they only gave you this. Right now you have this. It's more aerodynamic. And then this thing, I don't know when they started doing this. This is an option too, but this prevents, you know, windshield washer fluid or just moisture, water from your windshield hitting the mirror. You know, that's a nice thing. But the salesperson said that sometimes guys complain that thing whistles a little bit, but you see it's kind of a protector of your mirror. Another thing I liked is this thing here. I didn't see it on any other trucks. I asked him what is it, and he said this is for your stickers. So he said the Volvo thinks of all these details, you know, all your like IFTA whatever stickers, you can put them in here. And then of course check out the lights. All the lights are aerodynamic. See, they don't stick out. There's no handles outside. And there's no rivets, see, no bolts in the sleeper. So it's a really, of course, aerodynamic truck, you know. The problem is that here at this dealer, this is Expressway Trucks. He said that all the trucks they pre-order, they come with high sleepers, and of course that would not work for me because I pull a flatbed. But another innovation here is that, see, that have that little wing on top of the cab, and he says that you can adjust that angle. Let's say if you pull you know, a rolling top trailer, you can adjust the angle of that wing to make the air go around, you know, kind of cool. So see, they have this is, of course, this is all optional. You have to pay for this aerodynamic package, but you see they have this, but you have to pay extra for this. See, all the handles are here, and so the mud flap hangers are horizontal, and they come with just regular axles. I think the front is 13,000, I think 13.2 thousand pounds. This is 40. Very short slider. See, probably just a couple of feet. But so he said that, yeah, the difference between them is that some of them have like, he says the easiest way to tell 780 from 670 is by windows. See, like this is a 60-inch sleeper, or what is it, 62, so it has only one window. The bigger one has two windows, one on the basically on the first floor, so to speak, and one on the second floor. And this is almost a foot bigger. And he said these go for about 10,000 bucks more, the difference in price, than this one. Because if I was buying a Volvo, I'd probably get something like this with a smaller sleeper, because it's better for the weight, so it's less weight. But I would take the one with you know, low roof, like a mid roof, because I really don't need this for you know, flatbed or step deck work. But of course, all in all, a very what I liked, what I was saying to the salesperson. But of course, it's very quiet inside, you know. Looks nice when they work. Oh, and the labor rate, I asked him about the labor rate. He said it's 115 bucks an hour, so pretty close to 112 that the international ones. But if you want a truck custom built at the factory, they want 5,000 down. 5,000, otherwise they're not gonna build the truck. So that's what it is. So this was Volvo Expressway Trucks in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. Thanks for watching.